What is going on, guys? It's Will Kelly here, and my wife and I, we own Military Lawn Cuts located in Aubrey, Texas, where we did almost $600,000 in revenue last year. And we have plans on opening up a second location here in the near future. But in today's video, what we are going to be talking about is the profit first mentality, mindset, approach when it comes to your business, and whether or not you should implement profit first in your business. So a little bit of background story. Obviously, we own a lawn care business, and in the early days, I would go out and mow lawns and listen to audio and podcasts. And one of the audio books that I listened to was Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And it revolutionized the way that I thought about the income that was coming into the business. And it all just made incredible sense of a lot of people go through life when they first start their business and they spend all of this money, but then at the end of the year, they say, okay, well, you owe X amount of dollars in taxes, and they can't pay it because they never allocated properly and put these funds aside within their categories. So in today's video, I am going to show you a real life profit first example of how we run our $600,000 lawn care company, exactly like our Excel spreadsheet and everything that you need to know. So if you have any questions while you're following along, please in the comments below ask them. I do my absolute best to respond and inform you guys and bring value to you guys. So let's jump into it. All right, so a lot of you, if you haven't read Profit First or listened to the audio, highly recommend it. This is how we manage our money for a $600,000 business, and our plans to continue to open up multiple locations, we're going to run it the exact same. So we are currently in profit mode in our business. So there's two different kind of modes. You have growth mode, where you're focused on top line revenue, and then you have profit mode, where you focus on bottom line revenue. So that is our goal going into 2023, is we are now shifting to profit mode. We were growth mode last year, but we are now profit mode, so these numbers are a little bit different. Okay, so basically let's just do this. So we actually made 590,000. Well, let's just call it even. Let's just say 600,000. We did just shy of that, but for simple math here, so we did $600,000 in revenue last year. Let me move my image here. Okay, so we did $600,000 in revenue last year. Now, what does that mean? So before we jump into these, actually, so all of these different categories are bank accounts that we create. So like we literally have 15 bank accounts for our S corporation, okay? And this is how we allocate our funds and our budgeting for each kind of department per se. Obviously, we're not massive. We are still kind of a small business. We range anywhere from like 8 to 15 employees, but we found this to be the most useful and helpful. So we have your income account is where all of the money comes in. Every dollar that you make for the business, it goes into this income account, and then it gets dispersed over about 12 to 15 accounts, however many you want. I know this may seem like a very complex system, but you can make it very simple. You don't need to have all of these different categories. You can kind of combine a lot of these into one. I'm very particular and meticulous, so I like to see the absolute categories separated and segregated, okay? But generally speaking, you have your income account. So this is where all the money is going to come in. And then this is going to get pushed out. So first thing that comes out is sales tax. As a business owner, you are required to pay sales tax. So you're basically just a holder. You go out, you perform a service, or you sell a product, and the customer pays that sales tax. You hold that sales tax and then give it to the IRS, either monthly, quarterly, whatever your business structure is, and depending on how much you make. So we have a checking account for our sales tax, because again, we don't want to spend that money. That's not our money. That's the government's money, right? Okay, so net, if we made $600,000, $49,500 for sales tax comes right out of that, right? We're not going to see it. So our net income comes to $550,500. Now, how does that get broken down? Well, the whole concept behind profit first is to take your profit first. A lot of people take their income minus expenses and that equals their profit. But what happens is they spend way too much money on expenses and then there's never any profit at the end. So this system completely flips the switch on income minus profit. Take it first. That equals what you have to spend on expenses. It's a whole different mindset shift, and it's helped us out tremendously in our business career and journey. So let's move forward. So what we are focused on this year is taking 20% profits. So that's going to be $110,100 into our pocket at the end of the day, after all employees, expenses, repairs, insurance, W-2 income, all of that stuff. Okay, managers pay. So this is anybody that is a non-producing employee. So we allocated 18% of that. Currently, right now, there are 3 non-producing employees. So if you pull this up, you can do the math here. But basically, $99,090 is what we have allocated. If you divide that by 3 people, that is an annual salary of $33,000. Now, all of our team and all of our employees are paid based off of performance. So this is just a base pay. They also get a profit share and a performance pay bonus. So that's how we get that number. And you can sit down and do this for your entire business. You can project how much you think you're going to make. I mean, this is just simple. You know, if you come in here, you can get the formula. It's all right here. Basically, you're just taking B13 times 0.18, which is 18%. And you just go down the line. At 5%, it would be 0.05. But sorry, I'm kind of jumping around here. So I'm a firm believer in having an emergency fund. Generally speaking, you want 3 to 6 months of expenses in that emergency fund. So we put 5% of our money into that. So at the end of the year, we should have roughly $27,000 in our emergency fund. Income tax. So we allocate about 10% for our income tax. Every year so far, because we've been in growth mode, we haven't had to pay a lot of taxes because we're constantly buying trucks, constantly training new employees, constantly buying new equipment. But now that we're in profit mode, you really want to make sure that you're putting money away for the tax man, because at the end of the year, when they come back and say, okay, you owe $15,000 for taxes, and if you spent all of this $550,000, that is not going to be good, because you do not want to mess with the tax man. Okay. Operating account. So this is the operating expenses. We call it the OPEX, and this is where a lot of the just general day-to-day, right? Paying employees, fuel, gas, stuff like that. Supplies, mulch that we need for our lawn care business, any kind of supplies, stuff like that. Okay, so for equipment, this is for more big ticket items, i.e. trucks, mowers, equipment, anything that is a bigger type equipment purchase, okay? So because we're not growing substantially anymore, we have 6 trucks right now, and that's kind of where we want to stay and just focus on the bottom line. We bump this down. This used to be 10%, okay? So we were allocating about $55,000 a year in growth. We're not doing that anymore. So because we're focused on profit, that's what we're focused on, is getting that profit, okay? So with that being said, we've bumped that down to only 3% now. So this is just for general, every few years you may have to upgrade a truck, that may be older or something like that, but we're still putting a little bit of money just in case we need to buy a new mower or stuff like that. Okay, repairs and maintenance. So this is any unforeseen type things that come up. And I know you might be saying, well, then why do you have an emergency fund? I don't like touching the emergency fund unless it's a true crucial emergency. I foresee repairs and maintenance as something that's just ongoing. It's part of business. It's going to happen. So why not allocate for that? Again, you can set up these accounts however you want. You could have 3 accounts, you could have 20 accounts. The bigger the business you are, the more accounts you're going to have. Trust me. Okay. So for this repairs and maintenance, we found that putting 2% away of our funds, about $11,000, that's going to be, trucks leaking oil, the check engine light comes on, damaged weed eater, stuff like that. Damage to customer's property if we break a sprinkler head while we're there, something like that. Okay, marketing. So same thing. We have bumped down our marketing because we are not trying to grow substantially. We are not trying to pump. Like last year we sent 30,000 flyers out, EDDM. We were doing a lot of marketing strategies. This year we are going to still market very, very smallly, but a lot of our trucks are already logoed up. We don't need to spend more money on that stuff. And that is going to take all of that money that we were going to spend in marketing and put it right down to our profit bottom line. That's what we want because we are in profit mode right here. Okay, so let's move forward here. Okay, so every year we do a Christmas party. Again, these are some funds that you don't, like, this isn't necessary, but I like to segregate it. So that way at the end of the year, we've got $550 to spend on our Christmas party and gifts and things like that. Employee benefits, so this is going to be your vision, dental, and any kind of employee benefit that they have with the packages. So we do offer employee benefits to our employees, and that is what that fund is for. And then every single year we send out care packages to troops. We are military lawn cuts, and we support our veterans. So how do we do that? We send out care packages to them, to deployed soldiers that are overseas. So this is basically the whole gist of our business. And you can come in here once you create your Excel spreadsheet. A lot of times, basically how this works is every paycheck, actually once a week, I come in here and I allocate. So I'll come in and I'll say, okay, there's $10,000 of income that came in from the week, right? And then what I do is I pull up our bank account on a separate screen, and I go through and I transfer these funds individually one by one. So you transfer $825 for sales tax, $1,835 for profit. You guys get the gist. So I don't need to go down the line, but that is basically how the profit first mode works. It's been absolutely phenomenal and incredible for our business and helped us really manage the money. So there's actually money in those accounts, and I would say that's very similar to the Dave Ramsey envelope approach, but in bank account form. So it's very simple. Like let's say we're halfway through the year, and we've made $250,000, right? If we take a look at this scenario, right, and all I basically do is log into these accounts, and these ideally should be the numbers. Obviously, they're not going to be exact because you are going to spend money on marketing and repairs and stuff like that. But when you log into these accounts, if you don't have the money for it, you can't buy it. You don't go into this other account or take it from the tax account or no, you can't do that. That is what these allocations and categories are for. So that way it's very simple and easy. You log into your bank account, you see how much money is there in that account, and you know how much what you can buy and what you can't buy. It's very straightforward, it's very simple, and we found this to be extremely helpful for us to sleep well at night, knowing that we have already put money away for taxes and income tax and sales tax, and having an emergency fund and taking profit first. That is a key. Most businesses don't do that. Let me actually make this very clear because I want you guys to catch this point. What a lot of people do is they start their business and they hustle and they grind and they work for hours and hours, 12, 14-hour days for years, 2, 3, 5 years. And they wake up one day and they're like, why the heck am I doing all of this? And if you're not taking money away from your business and putting it into your pocket for other things, personal use, other investments. You have to start to reap the rewards from your business. If you constantly just write everything off and spend every last dollar, there's going to be a day that you are going to wake up and be like, why am I busting my butt every day for all of these years? What do I have to show for it? And if you don't have anything to show for it, the emotional stress that's going to put a burden on your shoulders of that decision making, it's just not going to be good. Okay, so it's very, very important that you do take profit from your business and spend that however you want. There's no limitations on that. That's money that you earn, that's your reward, and you need to be able to take profit from day one. From day one, okay? You have to build that habit now and not wait 3-5 years from now when you're pumping everything back into the business, because it's going to be a lot harder to change that habit. So, all that to say, this is a wrap up of the profit mode that we have for our business. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot better content. Please let me know if you guys have any questions in regards to this. I will do my absolute best to answer it. And if you guys want to see any other new content, please let me know. I'm Will with Military Lawn Cuts, and we'll see you guys next time.